Are we ready?
I think so, and I swear to the good Lord, baby Jesus, if
I know.
we have any technical difficulties during this episode, it's not going to be good.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree.
It is not going to be good. Okay, but let's go ahead and get started.
Okay. Hey guys, and welcome back to Fashionably Broke Podcast, episode 77. We are so excited to, I know, it's like 77. Like we're getting closer and closer to 100.
That's insane.
Today. No, so we're so excited to be back, and we have some great topics to hit on today. But kind of like we started last time, you know, there's something heavy on our hearts then. There's definitely something very heavy on our hearts now. After everyone knows, this weekend there was an attempt assassination on Donald Trump, which is insane. I don't care who you're voting for. I don't care your political view. This is not okay, literally whatsoever. No. So we definitely want to send prayers to him, his family, and honestly just our country right now, because it's getting out of hand and it needs to stop. And we have a platform to talk about that. So we will be talking about how it just needs to stop, and we need to come together as a nation like we have before, you know, not regarding any kind of political views.
Yeah, no, I mean, I 100%. I mean, obviously, violence is never the answer. And like, honestly, as bad as it is, because everyone jokes about, not specifically like this situation, but like almost using violence as a joke, but it's gotten to the point where like people do take action, and it's just not okay. It's really not okay. And yeah, I think that us as a nation, just as people, we need to, I mean, especially happening right after the 4th of July.
Right.
Like, come on. But I just, come together, and, you know, everyone has their differences, but again, shouldn't ever relate to violence. I think that things have just definitely gone a little too far.
Yeah, things have definitely gotten out of hand, but, you know, I'm hoping people can see this and want to do better in our country, and we can start getting on the right track sometime soon, because something has to change. Or we're going to destroy our country. So
we're effed.
Yeah, exactly that. But yes, prayers to everyone involved, you know, in that attempt assassination. I know there was one man killed, so prayers to him and his family and just everyone around that situation. So definitely keep thinking about all of them, but we definitely wanted to talk about that before getting into anything else, because something needed to be said before we took a step further.
Yeah. Amen, sister.
Amen. Okay. Now that we got that out of the way, it will be episode as normal. Like y'all know, we start out with our highs and lows. So, Maddy, take us away. Highs and lows of the weekend, of the week, last week, whatever you have.
Okay. So, right now, I think my low is I am suffering from a very bad crick in the neck.
If that doesn't make you sound old, I don't know what does.
No, I know. So I think I have like a really bad pinched nerve in my neck, and it happened like this weekend on Sunday. Like I woke up and like, you know, just like when you sleep wrong, like sometimes, you know, your neck hurts and like it kind of takes a bit, and then you like kind of work it out, and like, you know, it's not stiff anymore, if that makes sense.
Yes.
And I mean, I don't know what I did. Obviously, like, I went out this weekend, and, like, I was kind of dancing a little crazy, but, like, I didn't think I was dancing, like, I don't think I was whipping my head back and forth, if we're being honest. Like, I don't think, but things were a little fuzzy, so I don't remember much. And I just don't know if I just, like, slept terribly, but oh my god, I woke up on Sunday and like my neck hurt, and like I couldn't turn to the left. But as the day went on, like it got progressively worse, and then it hasn't gotten better. So I'm resorting to like a heating pad, which you can see if you're watching this episode on YouTube. Again, fingers crossed that this video actually works this week.
It has to. We have no
Yeah.
other choice.
Yeah. And I'm just praying that it goes away and like it works itself out because Aleve, Advil, nothing is helping. Like nothing is even making it remotely better.
Yeah.
So I'm getting concerned. Like I'm kind of like, what do I do? But there's nothing you can do. And when I tell you it hurts, like it hurts. So
Yeah.
that's my low. My high was I had a super fun weekend. Went to, oh my God, I went to Morgan Wallen's bar, this bar.
Oh my God, yeah. How was that? Was that your first time?
Yeah, it was my first time going. You have to climb like 7 flights of stairs to get to the rooftop.
I feel like that's anywhere in Nashville. Literally anywhere.
No, but this is like this bar. More stairs than I've ever climbed to get to any other rooftop on Broadway. They kept going. At like certain points we're like, okay, this has to be the top. Like, we're already on like the 4th floor, the 4th, 5th floor. Like, where the hell is the rooftop? And like, you would turn the corner and there were more stairs. And we're like, holy shit. Like, this is ridiculous. I mean, once we got to the top, it was fun, but.
Are all the levels his?
Yeah.
Holy cow.
But I'm like, how the building isn't like that big. Like I'm so confused on like how we're still climbing flights of stairs. It was like each level pretty much had 2 levels. Apparently, because we just kept, I mean, granted, we had already been drinking a lot by the time like we had gotten there, but I swear to God there was like 7 flights of stairs. Like normally it's like 6, so I think that there was like 1 extra or like 2 extra thrown in there because it was a hike.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. Every time I go to Nashville, like I should wear my Apple Watch and see how many steps I get because going up all these stairs to get to a rooftop bar is actually insane.
No, actually insane. But no, I had a super fun weekend. I even went to go see, I don't know if you know who they are, The Basement Yard. So they're a podcast. And it's 2 guys from New York and like they're hilarious. I always see like their clips on TikTok and every single clip just like makes me laugh out loud. And I don't really like listen too heavily to their podcast, but I just started. So I went and actually saw them live on Friday, which is my first ever like live podcast show. So
really?
It gave me so many ideas. So for the future, and then yeah, just had some good food, hung out with friends. Only went to 2 bars on Broadway. I was on Broadway, I think, for an hour.
That kind of
it was like there and then out. But I promise I'll wrap up my highs and lows very, very soon. This weekend I'm flying to Austin to go to my cousin's wedding in San Antonio. My cousin James is getting married. And he's like, I think a year or 2 younger than me. And I haven't been home since Thanksgiving.
Yeah, no, you'll have a good time. That'll be so fun.
Yeah, I'm super excited. So I get to see, my sister, obviously my parents, who I really, really haven't seen since Thanksgiving, too, because they came to Nashville.
Traveling the freaking world lately.
Oh, they just spent 3 weeks in Europe.
God. I saw all his pictures and I was like, I'm in love with this.
No, literally stunning. I was getting updates every day and I was like, I love these pictures, but I'm also like so jealous. So
pump the brakes.
Yeah, no, I'm like, okay, I'm just sitting here at work, like eating my overnight oats. Like, hope you're having fun drinking those Aperol spritzes.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
So excited. Yeah, excited to see them. I get to meet their dog finally. So yeah, I'm good things all around. Good things all around.
Yay. And then I get to see you, but we'll save that one for next week.
A couple good announcements coming y'all's way.
Yes, I'm excited, and I don't know if I can keep my mouth shut much longer, but like we're almost there, so I have
It's getting hard.
Very hard.
It's getting very, very, very hard.
Okay, my highs and lows. My high is that this weekend I had like a very chill weekend. I went to the movies on Saturday and saw Fly Me to the Moon.
Oh my God, was it so good?
So good.
Okay,
Like,
I've been dying to see it.
really, it was so good. And I didn't think I was gonna like it. I was like, okay, whatever. I'll just go to the movies. It is what it is. So good. Like
Really?
amazing. Mm-hmm.
Okay, do
Yeah,
you think it's worth seeing it in theater or waiting until it comes out on like a streaming service?
I think it's worth seeing it in theaters, but
Really?
I
Me
love going
too.
to the movies. I mean, I would rather go to the movies than stream it. 110%.
Me too. But I've been dying to see it,
Yeah.
so I'm glad that you liked it. Okay.
And I feel like
Good.
Channing Tatum, like he's always been hot, but I feel like he hasn't been in much lately, like going through his divorce and like now he has someone
Mm-hmm.
new. Like I feel like he kind of just like took a few years off. And I saw him in this movie and I was like, God
He
damn.
still has it.
I mean, it's breathtaking. It really is.
He's a hottie.
No, yeah, exactly that. And then also, we saw like when we were in the movie theater, we saw the It Ends With Us trailer, and I was like, oh my God, I need to start reading the book.
I was about to say, did you read the book?
So I'm like a fourth done with the book right now.
Oh shit, did you just start?
Yeah, like yesterday. It's so good.
No way.
Yeah, it's so good. Like I found myself like reading a book on my lunch break, and I'm like, what am I
So
doing?
I'm flying to Austin. So
You
I'm
need to
like,
buy
should
or you
I
need to
buy
get it.
the
Yeah.
book
Yes.
and read it on the flight?
Yes, because I really want to like read the book before the movie comes out. I never do that, and I'm never a person who like likes to do that. But with this one, there's so much hype behind it, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I think it's a really good read, and I think I'm gonna fall in love with her and like her books. So I'm like, I need to start this now.
I heard I heard that like I mean I have so many friends that read it and they're like, "Oh my God, we're obsessed."
Yeah.
Um okay, so maybe I need to go buy a book.
No, I would go buy it. And actually, you can price match or dang, I don't know if Circle Week's not going on anymore. But I went to Target and I paid like $10 for it. Yeah. So try Target and like look online to see if they can price match because the lady said like the books are cheaper online than they are in person.
Oh
So
damn. All right.
yeah,
Cool.
but you need to get it and then you'll have another flight. So you'll have more time to read it.
Yeah. Perfect.
And then my low, um, oh my God. And I have the Tate McRae concert and the Kid Laroi this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's insane. That this weekend's gonna be a fun weekend for you.
Yeah. And then my low is just like the countdown until we can announce everything.
I know.
And I mean, it's eating me alive now. Like the fact I have stuff here and like I'm just like staring at it every day. I'm like, okay.
I know,
But
but it's gonna be so soon.
I know, but I feel like that's my only low. I feel like I don't really have many lows. I'm glad I had like a chill weekend. That was nice.
Oh, well, good. Good. I'm so glad. I feel like this weekend, yeah, it was chill, but I also feel like you went out and did stuff.
Yeah, well, I definitely went out Friday for sure. So went out on Friday.
Okay. So, but that's good. That's good. That's like a nice balance.
Yeah, I like going out Fridays and then like being more chill Saturday and then Sunday's like a full reset day where you can literally do
Yeah.
whatever you want.
No,
So
I fully agree.
when you go out Saturday, it's like Sunday's ruined.
Then your Sunday, oh my God, I
Hmm.
was out for the count on Sunday.
Yeah.
Holy crap, I have never felt so sick in my entire life.
No, I can only imagine. Mm-mm.
We went a little crazy. Like when everyone's like, it's a marathon, not a sprint, we sprinted.
As fast as you could.
Sprinted. Oh my God, literally as fast
Yeah.
as we possibly could. We were out for the count, like asleep, like 10:30. And we're surprised that we made it that long.
Okay, that's a little insane. But I mean, if you started during the day, what do you expect? You know, like it
Oh,
is what it is.
I haven't gone that crazy in a long time, and I was like, what am I doing? But yeah, no, I do fully agree. I like going out like Fridays, except the only problem is like obviously I work downtown and I work
Hmm.
later in like the day than I feel like most people typically do. I mean, it's still like a normal time to get off, but it's kind of later.
Yeah.
So, like, if I'm ever going to do anything Friday, I just have to bring my, like, stuff with me. And then
I guess that is true.
go to a friend's house and then, like, go out. So then sometimes I'm like, oh, I'd rather just go out on Saturday. But
Yeah.
I just love having, like, Sunday actually be productive.
Yeah, no, I see that too. Because I always like having like a fresh face of makeup to go out and like hair freshly done.
Yeah.
And like sometimes on Friday you just can't do that.
Yeah, and then you just have to, like, literally throw on a change of clothes and, like, powder your face because it's greasy as hell from, you know, working throughout the day. And then you just have to, like, go out and you're like, whatever. Like, I'm here. It is what it is.
Yeah, exactly that. But okay, I think that wraps up our highs and lows, and I'm very excited to get into this next topic because I have been... Sorry, I'm holding Dallas's collar because it was making so much noise on her in the background, so I took it off her. Let me set that down. So I've been doing some research on this because I want to love it so much. So Vera Bradley,
Yes,
they're rebranding, they're relaunching stuff, and they're really trying to make a comeback.
They're working hard on it.
Yeah, but I think they will. I think they will. I think this is just the beginning of it. But also, like Vera Bradley, you know, they've always been known for the prints, the florals, you know, the bright colors kind of thing. And they're definitely, like, sticking with that, which is totally fine.
And, like, the quilted patterns. Like, you know, it's always a quilted, you know, design. And then, of course, they're, like, famous patterns.
Yeah, exactly. It's giving very, like, New York, if you ask me. Like, a thrifted vintage.
Yes. So one thing that really excites me about their kind of whole rebrand, you know, relaunch, I know that's probably not a word, is they're starting to do leather.
I saw that too. Yeah.
So that's what I'm excited about. On the other hand, I know that they have partnered with Zooey Deschanel, and, you know, she has really kind of helped facilitate this rebranding, and I think it's, like, her hand-picked collection that's going to be dropping first.
Right.
And it's just really... It was disappointing at first. I know that they have a lot more, and they haven't fully posted everything, and, like, they've been posting, like, little sneak peeks and, you know, like, mood boards and everything. And, like, the one thing that, like, Vera Bradley is known for is their patterns. What my hope is for them, and, like, we were texting about this, is, so, if we're speaking patterns, someone that does patterns so extremely well is Hermes. So, Hermes does all of their silk scarf pattern, like, patterning, and it's just so beautiful. I mean, obviously it's Hermes. So what I was, like, hoping, and what I hope Vera Bradley will kind of do, is almost take that in a sense of, like, really take the patterns and, like, bring them to a whole new level, but make it obviously affordable for your everyday person to be able to afford. But it still looks extremely high end.
That's what I'm saying, because they've always been, and I get they've always been floral, but they've also always been print. Not all of them are floral. So I really want them to be, like, more mature and more, like, classic looking, and, like,
but not too mature where it's, like, too old. Well, that's my concern with some of the patterns that they've released.
Well, yeah, that with the ones they've already released. I think it also has to do with, like, the coloring they're using too. I'm like, those colors, I'm just not loving. It was like a darker, like a plum color, and just like it wasn't giving.
Yeah, and okay. I feel like I'm just, like, shitting on them. I promise. Like, I'm actually really excited, and I know they still have so much to release. But I swear to God, if they try to bring back the paisley.
So that's what I'm saying. The paisley needs to go, and it needs to be something new.
It needs to go.
Yeah, because all they've posted are, like,
There are some paisleys.
the like color boards to them.
I'm also not even
boards.
gonna lie. Like, I still use my Vera Bradley duffel bag from 15 years ago.
I don't know where mine went.
Like, I still fully still use mine, and I'm totally not embarrassed to be carrying it around. Like,
yeah,
I love it. It's still in great shape and great condition. But, like, I want them to make, like, the adult version of what I'm carrying around.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I'm excited for the leather, but I'm also, like, I've already looked into, like, one of their leather bags, and it's, like, $230, $250. So, like,
that's bad.
But it's, like, a small bag. It's not a duffel. So if you're wanting, like, the duffel, that's, like, an easy, like, $500. And it's, like, okay, then that's, like, too expensive. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And, like, I understand it's leather and it's going to be more expensive, but that's why you need to come out with a quilted style or, like, pattern that just looks expensive, but is still, like, selling in that 100 to 150, like, price point.
No, I fully agree. I also saw in kind of one of their teasers is a suitcase. There's, like, the top half of a suitcase. So I think that they're going to start getting into suitcasing. Like, I said suitcasing. That's not a word. But suitcases, which is actually super exciting.
Yeah, no, I would love to get a suitcase because, like, I've been dying to get, like, a beige suitcase as well because the coloring is just amazing. It's right up my alley. Obviously, like, the browns and the tans and, like, the more neutral ones. But I'm really hoping they come out with, like, a neutral line, too. That's not all rainbows and butterflies.
No, I know, 100%. But, so it's like, I'm excited about that because, again, I also want a beige suitcase. But now I'm like, this is my dilemma with those. Now everyone has them. And I do have to say, granted, my suitcases are falling apart and they are god awful. Like, they are ugly. But I have never, ever once seen someone else with the same suitcase as mine. Like, I have, oh my god, they were from TJ Maxx, like, 10 plus years ago.
Is it the flower one?
It's the BB. I have two BB suitcases. One is like a bright green like pattern, and then the other one is like a black, pink, and like gold marbling. Like they're god awful. Okay, god awful. No, 10 years ago, 10 years ago they were so cute.
Yeah, they were so cute when we bought those.
Now they're not as cute, but I do have to say no one has accidentally grabbed my suitcase because they know that theirs is not the freaking bright ass green or like the gaudy marble. So my only like thing is getting the base. Everyone's like, oh yeah, there's like videos all over TikTok of all of these girls like walking through the airport all with the same suitcase, and I'm like, my luck, someone would grab mine.
And that's the worst thing, obviously the worst thing to deal with. There's
I mean,
no way.
Especially if someone else grabs it, because like literally the airport announcements are like, make sure you grab your bag, if not it's in God's hands.
Literally,
I can't handle that.
And I need to be better. I never put like a luggage
put a ribbon. Ooh.
I know.
Okay, well, tomorrow is Prime Day, and I'm going to purchase you a luggage tag that you permanently keep on your suitcase.
Yeah, I know. I need to do that. But I've been good about, like, putting an air tag in it. So, which, like, won't someone takes my bag because they can't get a hold of me.
Oh, it is, like, my biggest fear to, like, what if my luggage tag falls off? And then, like, what do I do? That's, like, my biggest fear, because someone like can easily call me, or I have like my address on it, so if for some reason they just can't get a hold of me, they can ship my shit back.
Yeah, don't have one. Never crossed my mind to have one either.
Kassidy, for someone as prepared as you are, this shocks me.
I mean, yeah, but like I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I don't have an answer for you. Yeah, I'll get one. Yeah, I need one.
Yeah, you better get one. I even think I have a couple laying around. Like, I will bring you one.
Like,
I'll bring you one.
Sometimes I'll fill it out at the airport with, like, the paper ones, but, like, I'm never really stopping to do that.
But that's also a paper one that can easily just rip off.
Oh, wait, it has your name on your tag.
It doesn't have your phone number, it doesn't have your address, it doesn't have your email.
We got social media. They'll look me up. They'll find me.
Not some boomer picks it up and he's like, "Oh no, Sally, I picked up the wrong luggage. What do I do?"
What do you think he's gonna do? If he can't get a hold of me, you think he's just gonna throw it away?
You also, yeah, you never know. You never know.
Okay, I'll get one.
Or like at least put some sort of like obnoxious like charm or ribbon or bow or like tape on your suitcase so that people are like, oh, like they go to grab your suitcase but notice on the handle there's some giant neon pink bow and they're like, that's not mine.
Really, I just always know what mine looks like. I don't need that indicator.
Okay, but someone else, it could look exactly like someone else's.
Well, never had that issue. Next time I travel, I'll get a luggage tag.
Yeah, for some reason, that is, like, my biggest fear. Like, if my suitcase were to get lost, like, I need an indicator. I need to, like, let people know, like, that's mine if someone were to grab it. Or, I mean, yeah, if someone were to grab it, like, don't grab it. That's mine.
Yeah, I'm understanding now. I'll get one.
I'm actually shocked.
I'm sorry.
I'm shocked.
Yeah, I've never really had one. I mean, maybe I had one, like, in high school or something, but I wasn't really, like, traveling all the time. But I don't
guess
travel all the time now either.
I was about to say, okay, I guess, like, that is true because, like, this year I haven't really traveled that much, but, like, last year, holy shit, I traveled so much.
Yeah.
Like, I was always on an airplane. So I guess maybe it's like if you don't really travel that much, you wouldn't think about it. But like I am always thinking about it.
And half the time it's a carry-on, which is always on me.
Oh. You stopped checking your bag, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I did stop checking it after they lost it when it was a direct flight to Nashville.
That trip was exactly a year ago, pretty much, which is insane. Because for some reason I was like, no, you came in like August or October.
Yeah.
But you didn't.
No.
You came in July. That's crazy.
Yeah. No, that was like a year ago. And I feel like that was like yesterday. But also I feel like it was like forever ago. Because that was our first like in-person podcast we did.
Oh my God. That's so true.
Yeah.
That's
we were trying to figure out when to record it because my bag was lost.
That was our first and only.
Yeah.
In-person recording.
Yeah. That was it. Wow. That's so insane that we're all remote. But then I'm like, a lot of podcasts are.
A lot of podcasts are.
A lot of podcasts are.
Yeah. So it is what it is. We just catch flights, not feelings. Yeah. We record long distance.
I'm always about the long distance relationships. What can I say?
Oh my God, I was gonna say something really funny, but I totally forgot. So, moving on then. So, okay. Kassidy, and to those listening, tomorrow, I'm literally acting like this is a holiday. I am like telling everyone, I'm like, oh my God, y'all, tomorrow. So, Tuesday and Wednesday.
Okay.
So, I guess for the listeners, yesterday and today, it's Amazon Prime Day. And I'm literally acting like it's a holiday. I'm asking everyone, I'm like, what are you buying for Amazon Prime? What?
Well, let me tell you, I can't afford shit right now. Like,
yeah, no, I feel you. I can't either, but like there are some, I feel like things that I need to get that like I've just been putting off. But I'm like, if they're on sale tomorrow and Wednesday, like, might as well get them because I'm probably not going to get them at a better price.
Oh, 100%. That's how they get you, is like you have to. But my thing is, I've always said this. I think it is a better marketing plan to make even more money to have these Prime Days on like a Friday, Saturday when people get paid. You know what I mean?
I mean, they've been marketing this for like months, Kassidy.
Mm.
So
Well,
we could have saved for it.
mm. Anyways, I mean, yeah, but still, it's like
I know.
literally 2 days before my payday, and that's when like I'm broke as hell. Like that's when I
I mean, I guess
no
that's you're down bad. Yeah, I know. So
down
you're
there crying at the gym.
so I assume then you're not gonna get anything other than a luggage tag.
Nah, not even gonna get that. No, I'm gonna get about what we talked about today. What we need.
What did we talk about?
I'm not gonna say it. We need it for when you're in town. We need two of them. Oh my Jesus.
Oh, oh yeah. I was
Mhm.
Kassidy, we talked about a lot today, okay?
We
And I
did.
was like, hold on. I need to rack my brain as to what the hell you're talking about. Okay, no, I know. I know.
Yeah, we actually
Um,
talked about so much. I think today's
so
the
today we talked the most, I think, ever.
ever in our life.
It was just like all
Literally,
day long. Normally, but
yeah,
I feel like normally that's how Mondays go because we know that we're about to jump
yeah.
on to record the podcast.
It always starts
So,
with like the photo dump at like 8 a.m.
yeah,
And we're
photo
like, all
dump
right,
and
what
then
else?
podcast notes. And then from there, we just start a conversation.
Yeah.
And then, like, Thursdays, we don't really talk.
No. Weekend hits.
Yeah, Fridays, like, I feel like Thursdays, we don't talk at all.
Yeah.
Fridays, I feel like we say, like, a couple things.
Mm-hmm.
And then weekend, we don't really say anything, but we Snapchat.
Yeah. We Snapchat all weekend.
And then Monday, it's like,
Go
text,
time.
it's like, our phones are blowing up.
It's like, God, we should have done this weekend, and now it's Monday. And we're like,
No, I know. It's like
maybe next time.
Monday and you're busy at work and you're like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. It's okay. It makes it exciting. It makes Mondays fun.
Yeah, the worst is when you go to like do the photo dump and you're looking through your album and you're like, oh,
Or you're like,
nothing.
yeah, shit, I didn't take a single
Mm-hmm.
goddamn picture.
Mm-hmm.
God, I know, that's always the
Yeah.
worst. I'm really trying to get like so good. Like, I'm kind of pissed because this weekend I looked so cute.
You did. You
Didn't
did.
take
I know.
one picture.
I know,
I was
guys.
I was sprinting. That's why. At a certain point in the day, you did not want a picture of me.
No, exactly. And that's the issue is like if I don't get a picture the second I get somewhere, it's not happening.
Oh, or like honestly, if the second I get like a drink in me, my eyes start going like in two different directions and like the pictures, and I'm like, I thought I ate. I thought I ate, and I absolutely did not eat. And then it's like you've already taken so much, but no one told you your face looks all effed up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then you're like, okay, number one, why did no one tell me? I literally look like I smell a rank fart.
No, and people are like, "Oh my God, they look so good." I'm like,
And
"You're
I'm
actually
like,
just
are you blind? Are
you're
you
lying to my
blind?
face. You're lying to my
Yeah,
face
this
right
is
now."
I'm like, you just don't want to take any more pictures. And then they're like, yeah, I don't want to take any more pictures. So then you're SOL. So then the next day, when you're a little bit more sober, you have to look through them and be like, okay, did any of these come out cute?
Mm-mm. No, the amount of times I've like uploaded photos from my camera to my computer and I'm like looking for them to post on a Sunday and I'm like, and there goes 50 pictures that I literally can't use one.
Yeah.
Not one. Like that's sad.
See, but then when I catch myself like going back through my pictures like months later, I'm like, wait, this picture was so cute. Why didn't I post it?
Yeah, no, I do the same. Or like I go back a few hours, I'm like, well, maybe I could do this one.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Then I'm like, we'll make it work. Hopefully people don't like
And then
look
I
at it
post
too hard.
That literally happened to me. Like I posted it yesterday and now I'm looking at it and I'm like,
Oh, me. Oh my God. Me. Every time I want to post a photo, I stare at that bitch for far too long. And
until
then
I hate it.
I'm like, this is the ugliest picture of me. Holy, I'm hideous. Like, why did I
Mhm.
just put this on the internet? Like, I can't even, like, I don't know why I'm contemplating putting it on the internet. And then I'm like, why are these people even liking it? Like, I look disgusting. But then it's like, if it does well, I'm like, well, maybe you just looked at it too long.
Yeah, I was like, maybe I am cute.
Wait, am I cute? But it's because they're seeing it with fresh eyes.
Yeah. Just like I would see it for the first time and say, yep, that's the one. And then 5 hours later, I'm like...
After you've been staring at it, trying to think of a caption, trying to come up with, like, your carousel, all of that, and you're like, it's ugly.
Yeah.
Or sometimes what's even worse is if you take too many
good ones,
freaking great pictures, and then you're like, well, shit, which one do I post first? Like, they're all slay. Which one do I post first? And then it's like, okay, if you took pictures with other people, you can't be like, okay, I'm going to post 5 of just me first, and then I'll throw a friend in. Like, no, you have to throw them in, like, in the middle or after at least 1 or 2 of just you. But then it's like, okay, is it, like, am I self-centered that I want to post 7 fire pics of me?
No, it's an art to posting. I don't think people understand that. And, like, the amount of brain power and brain work that goes into that, hours.
It's, oh my God, hours. No, literally hours. And then I'm, like, contemplating in my head. I'm like, oh my God, is this stupid? Like, does this carousel even look good? Like, are these the best pictures I can do that are, like, not just of me? Oh my God, it's literally...
Yeah, never ending.
The goddamn Hunger Games out here.
No, I'm fighting for my life. But
fighting for my life.
About group pictures, I just wanted to touch on literally the group of the summer right now.
Oh, I know.
They are all popping off. We have Alix Earle, Ashtin Earle, Jake Shane, and John Summit. I mean, these 4 are like taking over the world. And like they're just doing such fun stuff, or they're just laying on the beach or doing this or partying on a yacht. And I'm just like, where's my invite?
No, I know. And then to, I don't know if it's Ashton's friend or Alex's friend, Sally. She's really starting to pop off on TikTok. And honestly, I all think it kind of started because she posted some videos. And then that's where people put 2 and 2 together that Ashton and John were having a little summer fling.
It's giving they queued it up to have her glow up, you know? So
I read on entertainment like their blog, and then obviously Alix and Ashton recorded on Hot Mess. And it wasn't planned. They just weren't really like trying to hide
it,
their summer fling, but then it took even more of a turn because like people started to catch on that like they were kind of in the same place. And then of course like after people kind of realized like, oh my God, they're a thing, then like obviously out in the club people were taking videos of them, like strangers were taking videos of them. So like I don't think it was planned.
Yeah, I think it was very just like, we're having fun. Like if people see us, they see us. It is what it is. But you know how John Summit was on Therapist? And you know how like he had never gotten a girl flowers or whatever, blah blah blah. Did you see John's Instagram story?
No, I didn't see a story. I saw his TikTok of him giving all the women in his life flowers.
Yeah, this was recent. This was this weekend. It was I'm getting them mixed up. Ashton getting onto a private jet, and he said flowers over jet, or jets over flowers. And I was like,
me too, John Summit. Me too.
Let me know. I mean, I would prefer either one. I'm really good with whichever one. But...
So, okay, I weirdly ship them, but
I love it.
What are your thoughts on their age gap? He's almost 30 and she's 21.
Yeah.
To me, I don't mind it, but
I think once you're like 23, 24, it doesn't matter anymore. 21, that's pretty freaking young. I mean, imagine what you were doing when you were 21 years old.
I wasn't getting on private jets with with a DJ. So
No.
I think that because they're not anything serious. Like, she's pretty much said, like, listen, there's no label. Like, I am solely having fun right now, and right now he is my fun. Like, right now he is having fun with me.
Yeah.
Honestly, again, I'm here for it. The amount of, like, things that she's done in the past 2 weeks, ever since this love has kind of blossomed, and they just kind of were like, okay, we're here out in the open. Like, we're not really trying to hide it, but we're also not really hiding anything because we're not anything. Who gives a crap about an age difference?
So what I was going to say is I think, and I don't mean this rudely, but I think him being in that lifestyle makes him act younger and feel younger.
Oh,
like,
100%.
He's still very young.
He also, I mean, number one, he looks super young, so, like, that's great for him. But also, he talked about on Therapist how he kind of was, like, a late bloomer in the party scene. Like, he didn't party in high school. He barely partied in college. Like, yes, he did party because that was when he was kind of starting out as a DJ. But, like, he was really, really focused on, like, DJing and, like, kind of building his career. And so, like, I really think that he just was kind of a late bloomer in the sense of, like, he just didn't really, like, do that at a young age. So he's doing it now.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I ship them. I love them together. I think they both have the, like, I don't care vibe, you know? I just feel like she's very like, oh, let's go with the flow. Let's do whatever. And she's just been popping off on TikTok. And I know she talked about it on Hot Mess with Alix of how she's like finally just posting what she wants. And she doesn't feel pressured to like post a certain thing or do this or doing that. She's like, I'm literally just having fun. And like, that's what's working. And I was like,
No, 100%. Cool. And, like, I'm not saying that they're not going to last, but, I mean, I think it's also one of those things that they're not even putting pressure on it. I think, again, they're just, she is, like, just having fun. And, I mean, she is so young, so I don't think it's, to me, it's like, I hope that the outside world doesn't really put so much pressure on them to be together.
Yeah.
Because that tends to happen, and then people tend to, like, drag out a relationship a lot longer than it needs to be dragged out if it's like not meant to be. So I feel like I hope people just kind of like give them their space and they just like kind of they trust their like guts. Yeah. And if they last, then they last. But if they don't, like they're just solely like it's a good time.
Yeah. So I'm curious to see how it goes throughout this summer and then when she goes back to school or just like all of that. I'm curious to see how it goes. But like you said, it is what it is. I just like seeing them together. All of them are all that whole friend group is having so much fun.
I know. I'm like, so jealous.
Like, oh, let's go to Montauk. Let's go to the Hamptons. Let's go to LA. And I'm like, oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna go to work. See y'all later.
No, literally. And I mean, I just like love Jake Shane. I love him. I mean, I love them all. So I know they're really like the summer crew.
Like, a very like humbling group. You know what I mean? Like they know like what they have and they're very grateful for that and like they'll voice that all the time. And I feel like not a lot of people or influencers are like that nowadays. So I just think they're just like good down to earth people who have like all found each other and like they're just living life and having fun.
Yeah. No, I feel that. So
that's really all I have to say about them because I was loving that group.
Okay, I have just like a little thing. I don't know if you looked into it much, but this past weekend when I'm pulling up the article. Okay, so I don't know if any of you guys have heard about the Ambani family. So, they are like the richest family in India. Like multi-billionaire. I think like the family owns, and I'm probably going to get this all wrong. So I'm sorry. I'm trying my best. No, so I think they own like a steel mill or, you know, like some sort of like factory over in, India. And they're kind of like royalty, but they're not royalty. So their son just got married this past weekend. And it was one of the biggest weddings ever, like to ever exist. Right. Of course, like multi-day wedding, almost a week long. But leading up to their wedding. And this kind of like was popular and like, you know, obviously surfed the internet a good couple of months ago. So their engagement party, Rihanna came out of retirement to perform at. So they have had Rihanna perform at their engagement party. She, the bride, had Justin Bieber perform at her bachelorette party.
I mean, that just had to be like priceless. Like, how do you get Justin Bieber to perform anywhere at any event? That's like a personal, private event.
No, I think they paid like $10 million. Something along those lines. The jewelry that has been in and around, you know, these festivities is absolutely insane. Priceless emeralds, like, I just cannot wrap my head around it. Mark Zuckerberg was there, the Kardashians, Nick Jonas, so many other celebrities. And then today I found out that throughout some of their gifts that they've been given a private jet.
Oh.
They have been
Yep. Okay. Cool.
They've been given I this could be so wrong, but like this is just what I've like heard, what I've been told, like what I've kind of found out. Again, don't know if really any of it's true, but I heard that they were given a house in Dubai, like a mansion, like, you know, like $1 million, billion dollar probably even mansion in Dubai, and just like all of this crazy stuff.
I mean, like, when you're that rich, it just doesn't matter anymore. You know what I mean? Like,
doesn't matter. No, it's actually insane. And so, yeah, I just had to, like, touch on that. Obviously, Vogue covered the wedding, but this really was, like, one of the biggest weddings of the century. I mean, because they're basically Indian royalty without actually being royalty. So, it was wild. If you ever have the chance to look it up, honestly, like, the photos are absolutely stunning. And it's just something, it's like, I can't even imagine
what they spent on it. Or the amount of outfit changes, the amount of jewelry changes that you just have on deck. I mean, you have to have that locked up in a vault. There's no way.
You have to.
I'm like, priceless. You can't even put a price on that. But I did have one question for you, and I want to know your thoughts on it. So obviously this was an Indian wedding, and I wish I could remember what they're called. What do they wear? It has a special name. Their outfit. Anyways, because like everyone was dressed in that attire for the Indian wedding. What were your thoughts on the Kardashians showing up very boobalicious, very skin, because, you know, some of them are two pieces where they show skin, but they're not as boobalicious, and I did not like that. What is your thoughts?
I mean, I definitely think that they could have covered up. I mean, obviously it's a wedding.
And like culturally too.
You just need to be a little bit more respectful. You know, I don't know. It's one of those things, but the one thing I am kind of excited about the Kardashians being there is they were filming for their show. So I feel like we might even get a little sneak peek into, I mean, granted, it's going to come out a whole freaking year later. But I feel like we're going to get like a little sneak peek into like the wedding and like all the festivities that they attended. But I do think that they should have covered up a little bit more, and I feel like they should have gone a little bit more traditional to be respectful of the culture, to be respectful of just the bride and the groom and like the family. Because yes, they show, I think, a little bit more in like their outfits, but I feel like they kind of just took it a little too far. And I just feel like they, to be respectful, I didn't have many problems with Chloe's because hers were a little bit more covered up. Kim's, she didn't leave much to the imagination.
Right. And like, I don't know, when I was like scrolling through the pictures and reading the article on Vogue and everything, everyone was very modest, very covered up. Of course, there was like some midriff showing because like there are two pieces and that's fine, like in their culture. But like the boobalicious where your breasts are literally touching your chin, maybe not for one night. Like
Oh
I'm not
yeah, no, cover up.
like I'm not understanding why you can't just do that for one night, especially since you know that was custom made. You know what that was going to look like on you, and you're just like, yes, I want these girls shoved to the sky. Like, who's saying, yeah, let's do that
I know.
at a wedding like this? Because I'm guessing the wedding was in India, right?
Yeah, it was in India. It was in Mumbai.
Yeah. So it's like, you just don't see that, you know?
Yeah. No, but I do agree. I feel like they should have covered up a little bit more. Kind of wish whoever styled them would have, taken that into consideration. But anywho, I honestly think that's all of the notes that I have for this week. Right. Well, I think that is the end of this episode. Kassidy, where can all of our lovely listeners find you?
You can find me at Ashtin Earle on Instagram and on TikTok, and Maddy for you.
You can find me at Maddy Schweppy on Insta, TikTok. Honestly, I'm trying to think if there's even any other platforms really. Probably not. Probably just Instagram and TikTok. And then of course you can find Fashionably Broke on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Give us a little follow on our socials, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye, guys.